Frédéric Stolar, thank you for joining us. Why is Italy strategic for you and what friction do you expect in private banking?
Italy is interesting for us because the savings rate is very high. This is one of the markets in Europe with the highest savings rate. And the second reason is a lot of people are still investing in BTPs, government bonds, yielding an increasingly low rate. So people need alternatives to these BTP products. And we believe that private equity is an interesting solution, an interesting diversification. What we are seeing is that if you are a client of a top-notch private bank, say Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Pictet or JP Morgan, they would advise you today to be 20 to 25% invested in private equity if you are a global client. Whereas in Italy today, the equipment rate in private equity is below 1%, even below 0.5%. So we believe it's a good time to bring to Italy now a very high savings rate market, an alternative to BTPs, and we believe private equity is a very interesting global diversification so that private clients could invest like they are wealthy.
Where is your real edge, like portfolio construction or the platform, and how will you improve it to it fast?
Okay, so our edge is severalfold. First, product-wise, we have constructed 3 product ranges, which we have sold into the French market. So we've sold about 2 billion to private clients over the last 3 years in France. It's an evergreen product, it's a fund-of-fund product, and it's a customized mandate for very sophisticated clients. So we have a very interesting offering, global portfolio diversification in each of the 3 offerings. That's angle number 1. Angle number 2 is technology. Our tech platform is very slick. We are investing about 10 million a year in CapEx, IT CapEx, to develop the tech platform. So that's about 40 million since we started. This is super important to make private equity simple. It's a complex asset class, and we believe that we want to be the love brand, you'll find that funny, of the middle officer and the back officer of private banks and independent financial advisors. And to that effect, you need a very slick tech platform, which we believe we have. We've tested it in the French market because we're selling to about 8,000 to 9,000 private clients today. We're selling through 700 independent financial advisor companies. So, and we're selling through 10 private banks and 25 single family offices. So we have experience at scale. And the third angle is service. Private equity needs education content. It's a new asset class. You need to explain what private equity is about. You need to explain the meanings of it, the performance of it, and the risks associated with it. And we believe that we have this good content and service attached to it. I'll give you a last example. We produce about 200 videos a year explaining where we invest, how we invest, through whom do we invest, what are the risks, the opportunities, what are the deals that are done. And these 200 videos done live explain the merits and the virtues and the risk of private equity investing. That's content driven. On the servicing end, we have a call center which receives about 4,000 incoming calls a month. 4,000 incoming calls a month from private bankers, independent financial advisors who need advice on selling private equity to private clients. We answer them within 2 hours. Every question is traced, fully audited. So when I talk about commitment to service, I've tried to illustrate it to you on both content and servicing, what it means. I believe this is a real edge. In terms of the frictions into the Italian market, I'll tell you it's about education, education, education. We need to, explain to banks and to independent financial advisors and to multifamily offices what is private equity about, what are the virtues and the risks, and how to manipulate it efficiently. Education is going to be the first barrier. I'm putting aside regulation and handling, the regulatory authority. That's clearly complex, but the most complex is technology. We have it, it's plug and play. The most complex is explaining and educating the bankers and the distribution channel.
Thank you, Frédéric, for joining us.
Thank you.